This is Andi Purewal. Boxing News, I'm joined by Hamzah Sheeraz after an explosive second round stoppage victory here in Poland. Hamzah, going into this fight, many people expected a performance like that, but you've just delivered one which I'm sure will live long in your own memory.
Yeah, now first of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty Allah for allowing me to get that victory, for allowing everyone to be here. And no, it was a great fight for myself to put me out there, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I got it done a lot quicker than anticipated, but I'm not complaining.
What was you initially expecting? You said that you knocked him out quicker than you anticipated. So what was your initial thoughts heading into the fight?
You know what it was? My plan was to break him down, to pepper him with a jab, piece him up with that jab, keep it moving, and everything developed at a lot more quicker rate than I expected it to. And then I thought, listen, I've hurt him, let me get him out of there. But I done it in a patient manner, catch and counter, and that was it. It was over before I knew it.
I don't think anybody would have blamed the ref if he'd have stopped it after probably the second knockdown. Obviously, you dropped him 3 times in the first and once in the second. What was going through your mind in that first round, though? When there was only about 20-30 seconds left, was you tempted to maybe just kind of really go for it, or did you know it was going to come sooner rather?
No, I was tempted. I was extremely tempted, but I didn't want to gas myself out. I didn't want to get caught with a silly shot like I did when I fought the Argentinian in the copper box a few fights ago. So I guess that's what boxing's all about, right? Learning from every fight and developing and getting to that world stage, and that's what I'm all about, fighting for world titles. And I need to chase down a world title and fight for one and win one, hopefully.
I know they say you don't get paid overtime, but from a fight like this, what do you feel like you can take away from such a limited amount of time in the ring?
Do you know, it's not so much what happened in the fight, it's the whole fight week. That's why I cherish the opportunity of coming to Poland, fighting on Usyk and Dubois' undercard, someone who I look up to, both fighters who I'd love to get to their level one day. But it's just things you take, things you learn outside of the ring, how to do certain things, going to certain gyms, changing your routine. Like the flight, for example, I missed my flight I was on the same flight as Dubois. We missed our flight, we had to go to Heathrow, stay a night there, and it kind of messed up my body clock. My weight shot up for 2 days, I had to bring it back down. It's all the things people don't see, but at the same time, you just got to learn it, and it's all. Maybe one day when I write the old autobiography, I can talk about it then.
I'm sure there's a few stories you can throw in there to make yourself a few extra quid. Just looking towards the future, though, I imagine you take a little bit of a break. But what are you going to look to do for the remainder of this year?
Listen, my main thing is my main profession is boxing, and if I can get out twice again before the end of the year, I'd love to. So let's see what Frank's got planned for me. I'll sit down with him, sit down with the team, and just see what happens. Work on myself outside of the ring as much as I do inside of the ring.
Obviously, the one fight everybody keeps talking about is yourself and Denzel.
Of course, great fight.
When we came to see you in the gym last week for your open workout, you said back then you didn't really want to talk about it, you wanted to focus on this fight. Now you can talk about it a little bit more. Frank said that he feels like he want to make it for a world title. Unfortunately, a lot of fights throughout people's careers, sometimes maybe slips and we don't get to see certain fights. Is there maybe more of a pressure you guys might put on Frank and say, can we just get this on now because everybody's demanding it?
Yeah, no, of course, and if you ask myself and you ask him, we're both going to say the same thing. We want to fight, we'll make it happen. But ultimately, it's down to Frank Warren. He's our promoter, and he's the guy who makes it happen. So let's see where it goes. It's definitely a great fight, and it calls for definitely something that will go down in history for sure.
Well, Hamzah, I'm leaving one word to yourself before I wrap this up. Anything you'd like to say to anybody who's travelled out? You had a big support as always.
Massive. Just a massive thank you to everyone. I had everyone travelling literally from all around the world to come and support me, not for just the night, but for the whole fight week. And I'm forever grateful. Without you guys, without them guys, what I'm doing now wouldn't be possible. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Hamzah, it's a pleasure as always. Enjoy this victory, and I'll speak to you soon.
I will do. Thank you very much.